In this video, we'll take a look at calculating perimeter and area of rectangles, triangles, and trapezoids. So we're going to calculate the perimeter and area for the following shapes. Notice the first one is a rectangle. But before we begin, we must always check that all units are the same. So when we look at 14 inches by 1.7 feet, we want to make sure that we pick a unit where both of them are the same. So for this example, I'm going to take 1.75 feet and I will change it to inches. So I'm going to use my conversion factor, 12 inches is a foot, and do that calculation. Once I do, I end up getting 21 inches. So I'll calculate the perimeter, and I notice on my geometry formula sheet, and hope you have one as well in front of you, that the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 length plus 2w. So we'll substitute in 2 times 21 plus 2 times 14 to get a final perimeter of 70 inches. We'll also calculate the area, and we can work with the formula, which is length times width. So that's 21 inches times 14 inches. Be careful of your final units. That's 294 inches squared. Let's say the question asked us to give an answer in feet squared. Well, we're going to take that 294 inches and multiply by our unit factor. Once again, 12 inches is a foot, but don't forget to square the unit factor. So in essence, you're dividing 294 by 12 inches squared. And what I mean by that is 294 divided by 12 squared, which is 144, which gives us an answer to 2 decimal places of 2.04 feet squared. So both answers are acceptable depending on what the question asks. Okay, so now let's take a look at this triangle question. Once again, the important check will always be that all units are the same. So looking at all the units, well, 2 of them are in meters and 1 of them is in centimeters. So it probably makes sense to change the one that's centimeters into meters. So centimeters to meters, that's 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So there's the decimal place. We'll move it in 2 places to get 8.67 meters. So we'll work out the perimeter first. Again, that's just adding all the sides along the edges as if you're putting a fence around the shape. So 6.76 plus 8.67 plus 5.43 to give us a final answer of 20.86, and the units in this case would be meters. Okay, looking at the formula for area of a triangle, that's base times height divided by 2. So we're going to take the base, which is 5.43, times 6.76 of a height divided by 2, and therefore our area is equal to 18.3534, and units are important for area. They're always in squared units. Now I'm going to encourage you to take a moment to try the next example, which is a trapezoid. Take a look at your formula for perimeter and area of a trapezoid on your geometry formula sheet. Pause the video, try the question out, come back and check to see how you did. Hope you were able to get those 2 answers for perimeter and area of this trapezoid, and hoping you're also feeling comfortable with finding perimeter area of these types of shapes.